Hello everyone, it's Lisa. In today's sharing, I will divide it into 3 parts. First, I would like to start by introducing a little bit about Latin America and Caribbean region. Secondly, tracing back to the problematic and to the sense of why and deepening the original points of all those ideas. Lastly, this student will share some ideas. Okay, let's go. So the title of today is Regional Environmental Change in Global Climate System, and take Latin America and Caribbean as an example. Latin America and Caribbean region need to strengthen their early warning system. We can almost understand that in the global development context, LAC region is related in a developing region. The reason why they need to be taken in a serious manner is that ecologically rich areas will provide and maintain long-term services for mankind, long-term services related to environmental health of human beings. The Brazilian rainforest has become increasingly degraded in recent years, and the Amazon rainforest is a concern not only in LAC region, but also at the global climate level. We know that climate change will cause risk, hazards, and other disasters. However, the research outcome has not fully transformed climate information into applicable devices. Even though the scientists' research data has greatly suggested that there will be serious persecution not only in rainforest, local population, or even the carbon-oxygen balance of the global ecosystem. But the reality is that there's still not that much application of scientific research within policy making, especially in LAC region. After repeated critical thinking again and again, I began to have a different way of thinking about the problematic, since there's no absolute right or wrong. So under this context of thinking, the question becomes, is strong sustainability strong enough to preserve the natural capital? Now, please let me to take a moment to briefly introduce about these 2 concepts. Weak sustainability. Weak sustainability thinks that the technological innovation and monetary compensation for environmental degradation. In other words, environmental degradation and persecution can be compensated via the monetary means. Do you agree with that? Another valid, strong sustainability. Strong sustainability means that certain human action can entail irreversible consequence. In other words, natural capital is severely limited and cannot be substituted. Do you agree with that? But to ensure the objectivity of the research, there must be 2 valid sides of the argument. So the claim would be strong sustainability is strong enough to preserve nature capital, while the counterclaim would be strong sustainability is not strong enough to preserve the natural capital. After laying the foundation and the understanding of regional research in LAC and have the problematic awareness, the following research directions are gradually coming up: environmental ecology, economic survey, and international development. So, how to move forward? Let's move on to the next page. Here's the future outlook of this opens to be investigated and more time to fully research it. The first direction, economic survey. According to the understanding of regional economic integration, recent studies have pointed out the approach of cumulative effect, which is an effect that to think about how to make a better assessment and adaptation under all those construction, especially in LAC region. In this direction, this student will conducting research to think concretely about the different elements and interaction situation within this transformation process according to the landscape, regime, and niche, which is included in the idea of NLP model. Second direction, environmental ecology. This idea is related to Earth system. This idea will be incorporated into the Earth system concept of carbon and oxygen balance, and further consider how ecological imbalance affect the environment, like the biotic interaction in the tropics and what's their role in maintaining of species diversity. The last direction would be international development, and this is related to ideas of virtual cycle. In Taiwan, although the private sector cooperation with government has a lot of projects, meaning the quantity is quite a lot, but the quality of the projects usually does not have that much long-term impact, which is hard to be further expanded. So in future research, if we can improve and combine the idea of virtual cycle, this will narrow the gap between North and South in international development, and at the same time can extend the longer thinking and long-term strategy on Taiwan's ODA system, which could be a possible solution for our country in the current embarrassing international situation. And that's all of my rough idea sharing of today. Thank you.